For dinner tonight, I'm going to do, what is it? Russian cabbage soup. I'm going to change it up a little bit, but this is what With Love with Christina made, and it sounded delicious. So I'm going to melt some butter. Because she didn't have a whole bunch of vegetables like I'm doing. Well, it's not even a lot of vegetables. But there's red onion, cabbage, which she had 2 onions. I only have 1. But then I also have carrots that I need to be used, so I'm gonna cut those up and put those in too. Right now, my oldest son is sleeping because he didn't get home until almost midnight from the haunted house last night. And then my girls are in there eating lunch. And my middle son is playing football with his buddies. All while my husband went to go play golf. So I've been looking at my Bible, journaling stuff, and I started watching football a little bit, but I want to get this cooking and make it smell delicious in here. And hopefully, because like I said, I've never had anything like this, so hopefully it'll be alright. Melt it down. Alright. So, peeled and chopped. Alright. So, hoping that this recipe works out because it's super cheap, and cheap dinners are great, especially for a family of 6. But like I said, I don't think the girls are gonna eat it. I think it'll mostly be my younger son, my husband, and I. But that's alright. At least I can make something else for the kids, the other kids. So, I like red onions. You can use different onions, but guys, welcome back. If you're new, thanks for stopping in. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother of 4, ranging from 19 down to 7. In this video, it's a little bit different, but it was filmed throughout the week. I am finally feeling about 100% better. I was sick, oh man, basically all last week. I was having a hard time with like chest congestion, and I couldn't really catch my breath too often, which I made sure to use my daughter's inhaler a couple times, which I had one when I was younger, but it's very rare that I need to use it anymore. But on this day, which was last Sunday, and I'm doing this voiceover on Sunday the 26th. So it's been a rough week, let's just say that. But I'm doing better. I did a little bit of randomness throughout this week just because I didn't have the motivation really. And so I'm hoping that you get a little bit of motivation out of this. This soup turned out so delicious. I made it a little bit too spicy, but it was just my husband and I that ended up eating it. The kids had the meatballs that I add in here later, but I think they had noodles too or something. I don't honestly remember, but it's definitely a soup that I'm okay with making again because it really was delicious. And we actually ate quite a bit of it. I forgot about it in the fridge for leftovers, so I was kind of sad about that. But definitely worth trying if you like cabbage and all of that. And you can add whatever else you want to it. I might add a few other things next time, but it was super filling and definitely a must try. But let me know, what are some soups that you like to make homemade? The day after this, I think, I made chicken noodle soup, and my kids were kind of iffy about it, but it was delicious. My kids are always worried about trying new things, and it drives me nuts. But I told them that they had to at least try it, and then they devoured it, so it was worth it. But I love all of the soups and stews and all of that during this time of year. But I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe down below. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And let's return to finish everything up.
When I think about His grace, His freedom, something like a woman prays. I'm grateful for the loving that you gave. It's so amazing. No matter who we are, we know you'll never change. I'm in awe of how you keep doing something amazing. He's always away, doing something amazing. Because of His grace, doing something amazing. Let me tell you all the ways I'm covered. I got strength to run my race as He ushers friends and family, I say, in His shelter. No matter where I turn, there's blessings in my face. I'm in awe of how you keep doing something amazing. Something amazing. Because of His grace, doing something amazing. Always amazing. He's always doing amazing. Something amazing. Grace, unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep
So now that I got it all into the pot, I covered it up and just let it cook for multiple hours. Just on simmer, just to get all those flavors mixed in. And now I'm just cleaning up the dishes and trying to figure out my mess, because I am honestly a very messy cook. But I usually cook the meals, and then my husband will either clean up dishes or we will work together and clean it up, which I'm very thankful for, because like I said, I make a lot of messes and I get sidetracked and bounce from one thing to another. But my husband is amazing and full on does come in and help me. But I'm also thankful that he's a little OCD like me, so it works out pretty well. Even though the last couple days I have not been doing very much at all, but I do get a few things done. I still need to give the dogs a bath and whatnot, which will be probably in my next video, just if I need the footage. I don't know if I will. But are you guys excited about Halloween? Are you guys ready for Halloween? We ordered some candy offline and we just received that, and it's very difficult for me not to eat it, just saying, because it's chocolate. And I have Dum-Dums that I was going to hand out, but my husband said, no, kids really like the suckers. We need chocolate. So it makes sense, because my older two boys hand out the candy and then we just give them some of it, since they don't go trick-or-treating anymore, which is understandable. Who wants a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old trick-or-treating at their house? I mean, granted, when I was 16, I think 16 was my last year of trick-or-treating, just because I had a couple younger friends and we did it just for fun. But yeah, we didn't really, my boys aren't like that, but they do enjoy candy, so we'll just give them some candy. The girls are super pumped. My oldest daughter actually had a Halloween party that she went to last night, and she's dressing up like a witch, a good witch. And so she absolutely had a blast. It was only a little over an hour, I think, but she came back with goodies and little fidget toy type of things, and she was so happy that she went. And then my younger daughter has a birthday party later on today that she's excited about, because it's a tea party theme. And so I don't know, the things people come up with are absolutely adorable. I love it. But now my girls want to have their own Halloween party next year. And so I told them that we will think about it and we could probably figure something out, just because we do have a big shop and we could probably decorate it pretty well. So we might end up doing that, just so that way they have something to do with their buddies. And then my older boys can do whatever. I don't know. I'm hoping my oldest will get a job here soon, but he's wanting to finish the haunted house volunteering, which is totally fine. And I think his last day of that is November 1st or 2nd, I think. I don't remember, because Halloween's on Friday, and then he has 2 more days of the haunted house. So yeah, November 2nd. But then, oh my gosh, it's Thanksgiving time, guys. I don't know about you, but we do a Friendsgiving, and we've been doing it for years. I'm actually really sad that my friend actually gave me the idea, but we haven't been taking group photos. And so all these years that we've done it, we have like the memories, but we don't have photo proofs to like see the changes and how the kids grew up and stuff. But it's all right. It's just one of those things that I wish I would have done. But what do you guys do for Thanksgiving? My in-laws own a bar and grill, And so they close that down and we all just go and hang out there. I make, they're like Rice Krispies treats, but different. They have chocolate and peanut butter and a whole bunch of other stuff. And that's the one thing that family asks me to bring. They don't care about anything else but my dessert. So I do that. And then, yeah, we just hang out there and they do karaoke. They are huge on karaoke and it's great. I love it. But we just go there, hang out. The boys go to the high school gym and the family plays basketball. They've done that since my husband's been little. And so now my younger son is old enough to where he plays because the uncles are getting older and they can't really run up and down the court anymore. And so it's nice to see some of the younger generation finally get into it, because when I first started going, the boys weren't allowed. Like, they were too little, but we would sit in the stands and watch, and it was pretty adorable. My girls get bored really easily now, and no one really shows up to the bar until after basketball. So I usually lately have just been waiting until after basketball, then we'll go out there, unless my husband gets stuck at work, and then that's when I go and see my family. But his family is all about Thanksgiving. That's the one holiday where all of his family gets together. And so that has always been the holiday that we do with his family. When he's gone, then I'll go to my family's, just because I do miss seeing my family on the holidays. But it's definitely not the same anymore, which kind of makes me sad. But I go and see him when I can. Life gets crazy, especially with 4 kids and everyone else working and whatnot. I hate it. Like, I love my life, I love my family, but I hate how we're not that close. My family's never really been super close, but I'm very thankful for my husband's family because they are definitely all about family. If someone needs help, there's no question. You drop what you're doing that day and you go and help. If you need something, you just ask and they give it to you. Like, no questions asked. So it's definitely nice having them. But anyways, sorry, rambling. So here, I needed to clean my oven so bad. I didn't have actual oven cleaner though, so I tried refilling the Dawn Power Wash with just like a little bit of soap, and obviously I didn't do it correctly. But I don't even know where this tool came from, honestly. It's like a plastic scraper. I don't know, but after letting the Dawn Power Wash sit there for a little bit, I was able to scrape it. But then I started using the, Scrub Daddy paste, because I really like the pink stuff, but I don't have any. I already used it all at the last house, and I just haven't rebought it because I wanted to use the Scrub Daddy paste, which it works, but I noticed it's not as good as the pink stuff. I don't know what exactly the big difference is, but the pink stuff, like, that stuff is magic. But I eventually got most of it off of there. It's because when we do baked potatoes, we just rub them down in oil, salt, and pepper, and throw them in the oven because it's quick and easy. I don't have to babysit them the whole time that they're cooking and all of that. I'm a lazy cook. But then it, of course, drips down, and I don't ever think about putting a pan underneath the top rack that the potatoes are on, which that just popped into my head, and I think I'm going to do that from now on. but I definitely needed to give it a good scrub. And I did just get some oven cleaner, so I will be using that here in the next day or two and just spraying it down and letting it sit, because with all the baking that I'm going to be having to do for Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. I am so ready for the holidays, and now I'll be starting my new job this next month, and I won't be as stressed anymore, and I think this is definitely a good, fresh start. I don't know about you guys, but I've been, like I said earlier, doing my Bible studying, and I've just been feeling really, really good. Something definitely is changing around me, and I'm okay with it. I think I am about ready to be in a good space. But on this day, I had the robot vacuum go through, and then I wanted to try out my new mopping solution. I think, where did we go? Target. My daughters wanted some new clothes, I think. Oh yes, they wanted boots. And then I got my green boots that I have on. But they had Mr. Clean, and it was cranberry scent. It smells so good. It made my house smell delicious. So I ended up putting it into a spray bottle and wiping it down a little, or watering it down a little bit. And I've been using that as an all-purpose cleaner, and it just smells like the holidays. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely a holiday type of person. Not so much Valentine's Day. Like, I do stuff for my kids on Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day, but the main ones, like 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, even New Year's, I go out a little bit too much for the kids. But it's definitely worth it. But this video is almost done already. I'm sorry I've been talking basically the whole time, but I've just missed you guys. And hopefully this next week I'll be able to do 2 videos again. I apologize for missing the second video on Thursday, but like I said, I was not feeling good at all, and my brain was just not letting me function. Look at that nasty water, guys. Like, I'm so glad that I don't have carpet anymore. Oh, and I finally made it to the bathroom fan. I don't know why it looks yellowish orange in the light, but this is the last little thing that I got cleaning in this video. But I've been meaning to do this since we moved in, just because it was so fuzzy and gross. But I got it all cleaned up, and it's been working great. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. I hope that I gave you a little bit of motivation, except for all my rambling. But until next time, thank you again. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, share it to your friends. I'm slowly getting more subscribers, and I appreciate it, because it's all of you guys that are helping me. And until next time, bye guys.